facts. In 1967, while Fred Hampton was building the Rainbow Coalition in Chicago, connecting Black Panthers with poor white Appalachian migrants and Puerto Rican activists around shared material conditions, 100,000 young people were dropping acid in San Francisco, talking about love and unity and the dissolution of the ego. Today, we're diving into J.M. Alexander's explosive book, The Acid Test, exploring how LSD may have been weaponized to stop the civil rights movement, why the government killed Hampton but promoted Timothy Leary, and what this reveals about how power actually operates in America. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the structural argument that connects CIA mind control experiments to the counterculture and see why this matters for every social movement today.
So let's start with the central question that drives this entire book, Howard Zinn's question that J.M. Alexander puts at the front of everything. Before you believe any story about history, ask, who benefits from the story being told this way and not some other way?
Right, and when you apply that to the 1960s, the contrast is stark. The mainstream story we got was about hippies and peace signs and Woodstock. But what was happening simultaneously?
COINTELPRO, the FBI's formal domestic counterintelligence program running from 1956 to 1971, targeting every black political organization that was achieving effectiveness. We're talking about infiltration, manufactured evidence, forged letters, psychological warfare, and in documented cases, murder.
And the book argues these weren't separate phenomena, they were two hands of the same body?
Exactly. Alexander calls it the right hand and the left hand. The right hand was COINTELPRO, the killing hand. The left hand was subtler, more elegant, redirecting the most politically activated white generation in recent American history away from coalition building and toward an interior experience, toward a movement that felt like revolution but functioned like a release valve.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. How does LSD fit into this story? Because the book traces this back to a Swiss laboratory in 1943.
April 19, 1943. Albert Hoffman, a chemist at Sandoz Pharmaceuticals, accidentally absorbs a small amount of LSD through his fingertips. He rides his bicycle home and experiences what he describes as a stream of fantastic pictures, extraordinary shapes with intense kaleidoscopic play of colors. But here's what's crucial. What was dissolving wasn't his body, but his sense of where his body ended and the world began. His ego.
And that ego dissolution aspect becomes really important to the political argument, right?
Absolutely. Because within 2 years of Sandoz beginning distribution to researchers, the CIA had purchased the entire world's supply of LSD. All of it. Approximately 10 kilograms, enough for roughly 100 million doses.
Wait, 100 million doses? That's not research quantities.
Exactly Alexander's point. You don't buy 100 million doses for